Stunts are pretty good. Oh, dude, he disintegrated him. Oh, is he gonna like? Is this kid force sensitive, and is he gonna use the force to heal his arm? That would be really cool. Jawas. Oh no, they're stripping his ship to the. Oops. Oh man. Well, that's what happens. There's Jawas around. You leave anything mechanical too long, they will strip it down to the frame and sell all the parts.
Spit that out.
He ate a frog? That's a little bit disturbing. Well, at least he can catch his own food. You don't have to worry about bottle feeding him. That's just kind of messed up. There's gonna be something big and ugly and man-eating in there. Or Mando-eating. Bones. That's not a good sign. There's definitely something big in there. Yeah, I knew it. The little guy's got the force. Yeah, okay, the little guy's force sensitive. Oh, dude! Yep, I knew it. And that's why there's a bounty on him. He's force sensitive. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode review for The Mandalorian. I just watched the second episode. Definitely different from the first one. The first one was sort of establishing, you know, who this Mandalorian guy was and that the fact that he's got a pass and everything. Interesting twist at the end. This episode, it was very fun. This episode was about 80% pure fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was very funny. Between the Jawas and it was mostly the Jawas that made it really, really funny. We got to see a little bit more of the Mandalorian's humanity and his concern for his little charge and his gratitude to being helped. That was really, really nice to see. Starting with this episode, I'm going to be talking about the biggest questions that I have coming out of this episode and going into the next. For the second episode, I still have some questions about Mandalorian's backstory. I hope they flesh it out a little bit more over the series, which I think they will, looking at some of the clips from the trailer. And the biggest question that really concerns me is, what is that ex-Imperial going to do with that kid? Is he going to turn him into Snoke or something? Because let's I mean, I hate to see kids captured, manipulated, hurt in any way. So that's a personal point for me. It's like, And if the Mandalorian finds out what's going to happen with the kid, since this kid saved his life now, is he going to basically get paid and move on, or come back later and change his mind and try and help the kid? Or is he going to decide not to give up the kid and bring the kid somewhere where he will be safe? I have no idea. But I hope nothing bad happens to the kid, because that would kind of break my heart. I'm already attached to this tiny little mini-me Yoda. My favorite character in this episode is definitely the little mini Yoda. So cute and shows real concern. He's like a quiet little fella, but he also shows concern for those around him. He's already got, like, I don't know how to describe it. He's a lot stronger than you think he is. He's deceptively strong and curious. Can't talk yet, but makes cute little sounds. My favorite part, it's a toss-up. I had 3 parts that I really enjoyed. One of them was when the little mini Yoda had caught a frog and it was in his mouth, and the Mandalorian went, "Hey, spit that out." He just swallows it anyway and goes, "Burp." That's such a kid moment. They will put anything in their mouths, but apparently that species is totally fine with eating raw frogs, raw amphibians, and suffering no ill effects. There are certain species of animal or creature that can, you know, hunt fairly early on and get their own food, which is is a good thing. I can't really see the Mandalorian bottle feeding his charge. Second one I really enjoyed was when they were arguing with the Jawas. More on that later, but Jawas are funny anyway to me. They're one of the funniest species in all of Star Wars. They're hilarious sometimes. And finally, when, and I called this when I was watching it, when the little mini Yoda showed that he's force sensitive, or she. I mean, at this point, it's kind of impossible to tell whether it's male or female, but I'm just gonna say he until we find out. But I kind of had a feeling when it was walking up and trying to sort of help when the Mandalorian was hurt, and man picked him up, put him back in the pod, shut the door, like, leave me alone, kid. I had a feeling that that kid was force sensitive, and we actually used it to help the Mandalorian. That was really, really, really cool to see. I did have a favorite line from this, and that was during the argument with the Jawas. When one of the Jawas said, and it was subtitled, "You speak terrible Jawa, you sound like a Wookiee." I love it. That was a great, great line. Since I enjoyed this episode a lot more, it is going to get a higher score. Cinematography, it had some gorgeous long... I'm a sucker for silhouette shots against the sunset, so that could be part of it, but I give the cinematography a 9.5, costumes a 10, music is 6.5, characters an 8. The guy who says, "I have spoken a lot," showed up again. I kind of like him. And the script a 7, because there were some good memorable lines in there. Giving episode 2 of The Mandalorian a total of 8.2 out of 10. Enjoyed it a lot, and definitely looking forward to the next episode, although I hope they slow down the speed at which they drop and only put them out once a week, because this is going to be really hard to keep up with if it's more than once a week. Anyway, that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more G-rated Star Wars content, go ahead and click that little subscription button down below, and don't forget to check out the links in the description box. Question of the day. This second episode of The Mandalorian, for those of you who have seen it, what was your favorite part and why? Go ahead and post a comment. So, I'll see everybody again next time. I don't know when, maybe tomorrow, who knows. But until then, God bless, and may the Force be with you. Bye!